Good afternoon all. Welcome again. This is the JCC Tassia, the territorial church. I welcome you guys on our talk today, which is straight on the role of men in church. With me here is Mr.
My name is Vincent Wakasiaka.
And on my side here we have our brother.
Praise God. My name's first of all, before I introduce myself, you see I'm the most relaxed person here, because when you meet anybody in the streets and ask him where are you going to relax, they tell you they're going. So I'm at home. I'm now relaxed. I'm at home. My name's Humphrey. I'm saved. I go to JCC, the territorial church, with my spiritual father, Deacon, Pastor Jonathan Zola. So, according to what my friend Eugene has said about the role of men in church, let me say, first of all, men, their first mission, the first ministry of men is in their families. Men are supposed to be the pastors in their house. Their first mission was to pastor their families. They're supposed to be the role models. They're supposed to be guiding their families according to God's word. If we start from our houses, if we start teaching our children, our wives, about the word of God, let's say, for example, when we sit down at the table and read the Bible together with our families, with our children, what will it be when we come to church? It is because it will be an upright thing for the family. It will be an easy task for the church. So what I'm saying, before we even go far, I'm urging men to be their pastors, to be leading, to exercise what we are being told from the Bible.
Thank you, Brother Humphrey. That was just but part of the introduction. And now I believe we are all ready to be with us. Please welcome on our online show. Wherever you are, please. I want you to take this serious, because it will help you, or will be able to help another brother, wherever he is, because now we are taking time to understand the roles of men in church. Why are we having men in church? Are we having men in church to fill the seats? Are we having men in church who work with impact in the churches? And what are the impact? As our brothers told you, the impact of the men, or the ministry of the men, we always start from our home. So for the now, let's pick up the show. I believe, my brothers, you will agree with me that man was created by God by some reasons. One of the reasons that I will understand, we'll talk about a man is supposed to praise. So guys, I will expect you to bring your views, bring your contribution on how man was created by God to praise. Secondly, we'll look at maybe man was created to protect, for protection. How does man engage in protection? So that we all understand where the impact of men are in terms of protection. We also look at the third one, which is the provision. A man was born, a man was brought up by God, a man was created by God, so that he may be the provider. How do we do this, both in our home and in church? And then the fourth one, we look at a man who was born to proclaim. A man was there to proclaim. How does the man proclaim? And lastly, maybe we'll look at the presentation. How does the man was created to present. How and where do men present? Back to you, Deacon Wakasiaka.
Wow, powerful. According to how you heard our motivator say, he has really spoken some
powerful words, and he has given us some tips on how a man is supposed to function. Because according to how I've been listening to him, he's using a lot of P's. It's like he has been using 5 P's. These are P's. These are pieces. These are pieces. Protection.
Yes.
Is it praise? And whatever. You see,
Proclaim.
Provide.
Protect.
And protect. You see, those are the pieces that when you put them together, you find the true image of a man in the family and in the kingdom of God. You see, when God created a man, he wanted him to do what? To praise him, to protect whatever he was given, to protect the family. So a man is supposed to protect. And you know, most of the time, we forget the protection part. We forget. We are being overtaken by some other issues. And you see, when you are being overtaken, that you are not. For example, we need to protect. Why do you protect something? You protect it because it is valuable, right?
Yeah,
You protect it because it's valuable, like a chicken. When it's working with its whatever, you find that it's protecting. The mother animals protect their own territories, right? Mr. Kadi? Lions protect their own territories. So I really like whatever the moderator said. Those are very powerful tips. So as a man, I should remember. The big problem is that we forget that we are supposed to protect. And when we protect, we know that there is something that is valuable. First of all, when you need to see value in your children, value in your wife, value in whatever you are protecting. When you're protecting something, it's valuable. And again, when you're protecting something, it means there is honor.
Yes.
There is honor. True. And you see, for a man, when you tell men, please, we need to have honor in the family. If that is not a bondage, you're supposed to honor your wife in absentia.
Yes.
I'm an VP.
Very true.
Yes.
Yes.
For example, a man is supposed, in the way of protecting you, honor your wife in her absentia.
True.
Because when you read in the Bible says, not as in my presence, but now much more in my absence. Work out your own. For it is God who works in you,
Amen.
both to work and to do his good will in you. Praise the Lord.
Yes.
So that is another way of protecting. You need to remember that these are valuable people. I need to protect them. If it comes to disciplining, hauwezi kushika tu mtoto na kumpigisha kwa ukuta na kumpiga na kufanya nini? No.
No. That is
Yes, there are limits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me say something on protection.
Oh, yes.
It's a white.
Right.
And I want to shed some light on when you hear anything protect, security comes first.
Yes.
There, when you
Yes.
hear the word protect, and if you hear that something is being protected, it's of high value. And for example, for any government to work or to function properly,
Yeah.
the key thing is security.
Security to protect the citizens.
Yes.
Everywhere.
Because the
Even in this time.
Yes.
For example,
you know what?
Yeah.
The citizens are of high value.
Yes, to be
Because they pay taxes to the government. So when we are talking about protection in the house, in our houses, in our families, it means our families they are of high value.
Yes.
And protection is not just using our muscular and everything and protecting when in terms of war or anything else.
Wow.
Protection comes from how you provide for your family. If you as a man, you are providing for your family, they are eating, they are sleeping well, isn't that not protection?
It is a good protection.
It is protection. Because when your children are healthy, that means there's a man somewhere protecting his family.
Exactly.
So what I'm trying to tell people right now, we as men, we should come up and support our families.
Yes.
We should protect them. We should provide for them, because our families, let me tell you,
Yes.
our families are they are our first institution.
Yes.
Let me tell you, before even to come to church,
Yeah.
our families are the first one we are supposed to protect.
Exactly.
On interruption, brother, I'm also looking at the way God created Adam.
Yes.
Adam was given a garden.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he was given that power,
Yes.
that ability
Yes.
to protect.
And to
Let me
And
say.
just a minute.
Yes.
He was given that power to protect.
Yes.
Yes.
Protect your garden. At the moment, what are our gardens? Our garden at the moment is this church.
Thank
The
you.
church is our garden.
Thank you.
How are we protecting this church as the garden that God has provided for us?
Yes.
Let me shed some light on what Brother Eugene is saying. I have a scripture that I wanted to share on Genesis chapter 2, verse 15. It is talking about the Garden of Eden. And in the Garden of Eden, Adam was taken to the Garden of Eden and to tend in the garden.
Yeah.
What do we mean by tending the garden?
Yeah.
He was told to protect the garden.
Yes.
Tending means you are taking care of the fruits that are in the garden. So in worldly life, I mean, all men are supposed to work. All men, even if it's any kind of job, even if it's Mjengo, we are supposed to go and work so that we can be able to protect our sanctuary. We can be able to protect our families. We can be able to provide for our families.
Yes.
So even man was told by God, that was Adam, please tend my garden. So even in the real world, the world we are living, we are supposed to go and work.
Exactly.
So that, as moderator said, how do we protect our sanctuary? We protect this sanctuary by providing every fund available so that it can move on.
Yes.
We cannot be protecting our sanctuary with nothing. For example, we are seated here, we are taking water. Where did it come from? There is a man somewhere who worked to earn something so that we are able to sit here. That's what I'm trying to pass across the message to all men.
You are right, brother. You are right. Mr. Deacon Wakasiaka, you have something.
I have something.
Something is burning in you.
Something is burning in me. Protection is a very powerful word. But you see, there is a church in your house.
Amen. Very true.
This church in the house is the one that, is manifesting. Okay, we all come, we converge in these places because we've come from the churches in the houses. So we come even into this place to worship God. So I'm talking about the protection of the family, church, the church in the house. You see, protecting it. And you see, the protection here, I want you to see it in this manner. Protecting the inner atmosphere of your children, inner atmosphere of your wife, inner atmosphere of you yourself. Because let's say, for example, if you don't protect your feelings, you just want to release any word. You see?
Yes.
You as a man,
Yes.
you just want to release any word that comes because maybe something wrong has been done to you. You've been offended in the house, in the church, in your house. Because that is the place where we are supposed to protect very much. So when we protect there, we need to have, you see, somebody said something very powerful. We have what we call the IQ, the intelligence quotient.
Yes.
And then we have another one which is called the EQ,
Yes.
the emotional quotient.
Yes.
Right? You see, that is where we get a lot of maths, how reasoning and whatever. But we have something which is very powerful, which we call the emotional quotient, the EQ. So you as a man in the house, for you to protect your people very well,
Yes.
may you as men use the emotional quotient. We control how we do what we handle issues in the house. Because sometimes we handle issues in the house in a very raw way.
Yes.
True. Such that you find you've interfered with the spirit of your wife.
True, true.
You've interfered with the spirit of your child. And the Bible says, fathers, do not do what? Do not hurt your children. Do not do what? Do not, okay, what does it say? There's a word that I'm looking. Do not offend your children.
Yes.
Yes.
So by that, we need to protect them. And as I finish,
let me shed some light. What Deacon is trying to tell us, it's in 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 5.
Powerful.
1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 5. I want us to read just a small scripture into what you are saying.
Wow. That's so powerful.
1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 5.
Powerful, very powerful. 1 Timothy chapter 3 verse 5.
The Bible says, for if a man does not know how to rule his own house, how will he take care of the church of God?
Thank you. That's why I say that. That's why I say it starts from the house. The church that is in the house.
Yes.
And now we need to be sober and be vigilant. You see, to know how to protect this church in the house, such that when we carry it and bring it in the congregation, it is something that is good to worship God. Now,
you know, we as men,
yeah.
Do you know our first mission? Our first ministry is in our houses.
Amen.
And the hierarchy of God is God.
Now
God,
you mean the altar? The altar.
Yeah.
Yes.
The altar is in our
houses.
I will intend to interrupt you guys.
Yeah.
I want to understand. You see, men who are born, men are naturally doctors. We are doctored by God.
Yes.
We are leaders by God.
Yes.
So we have men who depend on their wives, who take protection from their wives, who take protection from their children. They cannot stand out as men to give protection to their home. And if they cannot give protection to their home, how do they give protection to their church? So how do you help these men? How do you help these men who take protection most from their women? Have you ever come across a situation where a real man, is depending on the woman for protection?
Wow, there are such cases. There are such cases whereby you find there is sense of inferiority. It is something like inferiority.
Thank you.
Maybe because Mama here, she has the money.
Yes.
Mama is the breadwinner.
Yes, everything.
The woman
drives a big car.
Drives a very big car.
Yes.
And sometimes you find maybe the woman is somebody that is learned more than the husband.
True.
And you see, you as a man, do not be intimidated by such a situation.
They are called worldly things.
No, the intimidation.
That's intimidation.
I'm saying this.
Yes.
Because moderator, you say it. How can we help such a person?
Yes. We need
Because we need to make sure that this man is going to grow a muscle, and he's going to stand and say no, and say I'm doing this, and say. But he knows he's not supposed to just stand from one morning and say, "Today I'm saying no." Because you know where you are.
Yes. That's what you said in the first episode. Wait. Yes.
So, what we need to do to help this person is let him understand. And it is only because of understanding. You as a man, you need to understand you are right. You are the king in that house.
Yes.
You are the high priest in that house. You are the pastor in that house. You see? And not only the pastor, you are the best setter in that house. And again, if you say that I'm going to lie low like an envelope, how are you going to discipline your children?
True.
You see, because you are a disciplinarian, you need to discipline your children. Because now, if you say now, I'm going to depend upon my wife to do ABCD, no. You're supposed to stand strong and put on the muscle, not the muscle to fight, but the muscle to control, to have a voice. But gradually, you will find yourself coming up But come up when you are humble.
As we finalize on the word of protection, I see protection is very wide. Men should understand they were given authority by God.
Yeah.
Men were given authority by God.
Yeah.
When Adam was created, God gave Adam the authority to name everything in the garden.
Wow.
And he gave Adam the authority to name. He only created Eve, but who named Eve? That she should be called a woman. It's Adam. So authority, men have the authority, and they should exercise their authority.
Yes.
The first time Adam talked, it was when he was naming the animals.
Yes.
That's when the Adam speaks for the first time.
And the moment
second time that Adam was speaking was when he was saying that this will be called a woman.
A woman.
That's the second.
Yes.
So it is this authority that we were given, even to name the woman.
We need to exercise.
We need to exercise
And you know,
the authority given by God to men.
Moderator. And you see, to exercise is every day. It is every day.
It's a routine. It's a daily routine.
Yeah.
It's a daily routine.
That's the one.
Yes.
Okay, let me, as you are saying, finalizing the word of protecting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the authoritative that the Lord, God gave us.
Yeah.
In terms of giving authority in our families, we also need wisdom.
Wow.
And
Wisdom.
comes from God. Even if the men that in your question look so inferior, but wisdom can make a man become so superior without finances.
Thank you.
Without anything.
Thank you.
Do you know why? It is not a matter of using our muscles.
The masculinity.
No.
Wow.
It is
I
wisdom.
get your
And
point.
wisdom, you just have to pray to God.
Amen.
I'm telling men, for your protection of your family, it starts in you kneeling down and praying.
Yes.
Amen.
You cannot protect your family minus not praying to God. You have to kneel down, pray, ask God to give you wisdom. And if you feel in your heart that you are inferior to your lady,
There's something
do you know
wrong.
what you're supposed to do?
No.
If you feel you're inferior to your lady, kneel down, ask God to give you that power. And God will give you that power. And the lady will come down. Do you know what the lady will do? He will look at his husband. And in the first episode, we said what? He will be submissive. The lady will do what? Will submit herself to the husband, even if she's driving a Range Rover. You're getting?
That's nice. Surely. Guys, you have done it for protection. Amen. What we are being told about the time of protection, let us stand together.
Exactly.
Let us be as a unity in church. Let us protect our church.
We are the shield.
Let us protect our family.
We are the shield.
Let us protect our
We are
wife
everything
and
that
children.
entails
We
protection.
are everything. We have the authority from the Almighty God. There is this word of provision. Men were created to provide.
Thank you.
Men were created to provide.
Thank you.
How do we provide for our family? How do we provide for the church? How do we provide for the service? How do we carry out our services in church as men?
Yes.
In terms of provision.
When you are talking of provision,
Yes,
when you meet any man in the streets walking, he himself is a provider.
He's a provider.
When you look at a man like this, you will know
He's a
that
provider.
he's a provider. Do you know what? Because men hustle to provide for their family. They work. Have you gone to where there's Jenga going on?
Yes.
What you see men doing it.
They are sweating.
And they are sweating because of their families. They are carrying heavy blocks because they want to provide for their families. The child at home has to go to school.
Yes.
He has to pay school fees. He has to provide his food. And more so tithe.
Amen.
When we talk of the sanctuary, when we talk of providing in church, giving tithe, when we work and receive our money. One day somebody asked me, do you think the whole amount of money you are getting belongs to you? It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to God.
Yeah.
But only God wants 10%. And on one day, Deacon Abuto told me something. Do you know every money you receive is not food?
It's not food.
Some are seeds.
Okay.
Amen.
You plant seeds. So in terms of providing, men are supposed to, even in Jengo, work and provide for your families.
Yeah.
You know, the Bible says anybody who's lazy should not eat. So if you are lazy, if a man is lazy, how should you eat?
Exactly.
So men are supposed even to provide in the church. Do you know what? Men are supposed even to take the development roles in the church.
Exactly.
We are supposed even to be, anything happens. For example, when the pastor is preaching and the electricity goes off, what are we supposed to do?
At least you're supposed to be.
So we run for the generator.
Yeah.
We bring the
If
generator.
it is there.
If it is there. If it is not there, we run for the diesel.
Now, if the diesel is not there, we make sure that money is.
The message has reached to the people.
Exactly.
It is also provision.
Yeah, provision.
Deacon Wakasiaka,
Yeah.
the provision of the church.
Why? I like it. Provision.
Yes.
Wow. As my brother here said, it's that we are providers. We are you see, when you start talking about provision of the church, every time I go back to the church and the house. I don't know why. Because the church started there. We are the providers.
Yes.
And you see, when you provide, it means you want to sustain something to be alive. You want to sustain something to have that vitality. You see?
Yes.
So you need also to do what? To know that there is no other person who is going to provide
Apart from you.
You need to understand. And if you lack that understanding of providing unto your people, you will start providing unto other people outside there.
True.
It's very easy.
Very easy.
You will find yourself providing outside there.
You will fall into
But
that
you see,
trap.
when it comes to provision, you are supposed to be very much awake and know who are the person that I'm supposed to provide. Because a man can be swayed anytime. He can be swayed anytime. He can be lured anytime.
Yes.
Because you see, when he has, may I know, I heard of a story of a man who had money. He had money, and now when he was walking on the road, when he looks at somebody, this one seems to need money. This one, you see, you find now you are putting your provision into other bad channels.
Very good, very good. In terms of provision,
You need to have understanding of where you're supposed to provide the money.
I'm looking at this. Sometimes I read the story of Abraham
Yes.
and his son Isaac.
Yes.
It got a time where when God wanted a sacrifice,
Yeah.
and he requested Abraham to give the sacrifice.
Yes.
What was the sacrifice?
The sacrifice was supposed to be the son.
The son.
The son.
Yeah.
The only son.
Yes.
So, but Abraham was ready to
To
sacrifice.
provide. Yeah.
To
Because
provide.
he was the provider.
The
God's
only
own son.
son
Yeah.
that he had.
Yes.
Because that is the sacrifice that God wanted.
Yes.
And God saw that Abraham was truly ready to
To
sacrifice.
sacrifice,
Yes.
to provide.
To provide
Yes.
whatever
Yes.
he had only
Whatever at that moment.
at that moment.
You know.
As a man
Yes.
in church, what are you? Are you ready to? What can you be ready to sacrifice for the church?
Yes.
For the only thing that you have, maybe you only have this, and you're supposed to sacrifice this as Abraham did to Isaac.
Yes.
Abraham was ready to sacrifice his only son to
Yes.
God.
True.
Are you ready as a man to sacrifice what little you have for the church? Are you ready for a man to provide the little you have to God?
Thank you. Let me say something about when when you speak of Abraham, that name Abraham, we are from the lineage of Abraham.
Yeah.
All of us,
Yeah.
we are from the lineage of Abraham. What does Abraham teach us? He didn't have a second thought on providing, on sacrificing his son. So a good question is, me as a man, do I have a second question? Do I have a second thought in providing for the church? I should not have, do you know provision is not only a matter of money. It is not.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that you can do in church, even your own service, even cleaning the church, arranging the seats.
That's
Isn't
not provision.
that not provision?
It's provision.
It is providing for the church. And when I said, when leading from his house, if a man comes to church early, is very early in the morning, the church. Children, very early in the morning. That one also is provision. Bringing your to listen to the word of God very early in the morning. Because, sometimes I wonder when you went into the church and the men are seated behind because they came late.
Do you know why?
I don't know.
Let me just tell you something. When it comes to providing, because you see, when we give our
Amen.
to be acceptable unto God. For you to give your body as a living sacrifice, that is provision, right? And you need to enter into a place whereby you have a revelation. You see?
Yes.
Now I'm doing this thing with a revelation. I am doing this. I am doing this because I want to get a blessing.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
You are providing because you have a revelation.
Yes.
I am sweeping this church as a man because I've swallowed my pride.
Yes.
And I want God to do what? To do something in my life.
Something that you can.
So when you have that, when you have that revelation,
yes,
you are going. Yeah. When you have that revelation,
yes,
provision is not going to be a very complicated thing for you to do.
It will be a calling to you.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
You said pride is something that you swallow without water.
Pride is something that you swallow without water.
Summarizing the issue for provision.
Yes.
I want us to look at John. Yeah. John 15, verse 9. So that we see, are men ready also to sacrifice, to provide for the other friends? Or is it just a matter of yourself? Yes. As we summarize on provision, let's look at John 15. Love has no one than this, than to lie down one's life for his friends.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Yes. It's not bad.
So I just wanted to summarize this provision by telling men, don't just look at your brother, don't just look at your friend suffering, and you are able to provide even 50 shillings that this person can feed the children.
Can I
sacrifice, as is written in John.
Before you wrap up,
so that
provision,
yes,
I have learned something from your scripture. There is no greater love.
Love is what
drives you to provide.
Cheers, guys. Let's move the next topical question, which is actually men. The fourth one is men were born, men were created by God. Proclamation.
To proclaim. Powerful.
Men were say the good thing that God has done to you. Mm-hmm. Praise Him. Proclaim that He has done this to you. Proclaim that He has given you a family. Even if you cannot feed it, in your family. How do men are they supposed to proclaim that this is God?
You see, when it comes to the time of proclaiming, that is the time of when one man enters into the spirit of worship.
Amen.
You cannot just proclaim without having that.
Say that again.
Yeah. When a man enters into proclaiming who God is,
yes, that
person is supposed, first of all, to have entered into an environment of worship. Yes. You sit down and you look at your family and you say, this fight is God. This fight be like this as a man. Because you see, there are times I pray in my house and I say, God, you are the one that makes me to be called the breadwinner.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
It is God that makes me to be called daddy.
Thank you.
In that house.
Yes.
It is not it's not by might or by power, but it is God that makes you as a man to be called daddy. God that makes you to come without sugar in the evening.
Yes.
It is God that makes you to come without meat in the pocket.
Amen.
You see, nowadays men do not come with meat in the pocket. A long time ago, our fathers go in the market and they get some meat and they put it in the pocket.
Yes. In their big jackets.
In their big jackets.
Yes.
When they come, you think they don't have anything. But when they are in the house, you find removing meat from the pocket. We are supposed to go back to those places. Yes. You come with things.
Yes. Without anybody knowing.
Yes.
Yes.
Me, one day you see, I like riding a motorbike.
Yes.
And one day I was passing somewhere and I found some bananas, some big things.
Yes.
And by bad luck, I did not have a bag to carry these things.
Yes.
What I did, I had a very big jacket.
Yes.
I opened the zip, I put them all inside here.
True.
So that when I'm riding, like somebody thinks that I have a big belly. But I'm carrying for my family because I love them.
Yes.
Okay, when it comes to proclaiming,
Yes.
first of all, humility comes in.
Yes.
You're humble.
Yes.
You are supposed to sit down in your closet and say, surely, if it were not for God, if it were not for God,
Yes.
who really helped me. One time I was living in this state, he lifted me.
Yes.
And when a man proclaims the greatness of God in the house,
Yes.
that voice goes into the temple of the Lord.
Amen.
And now God is ready to do what? To release blessings in that house. Because a man has really realized that it is God that is providing.
True.
Amen.
Amen.
Let me talk about
Yes.
the
To
word.
claim.
The word itself.
Proclaim.
Proclaim.
And to claim that he is the one.
To claim that he's living. And first of all, before even we come to claim that he's living, I start with life.
Yes.
Before he became a man, before he was born, who gave me life? It starts from life.
Mm-hmm.
God gave me life.
Yes.
I was brought in this world because God knew. Now, when it comes to this other thing that God has given me, even today that I'm alive, not even looking that I'm going to provide for my family, that gift of life that God has given me, I am proclaiming it. Because in the spirits, you talked of proclaiming first, it starts in the spirits. It is because when I woke up in the morning, God decided so and so is still alive.
And you are supposed to understand, you see,
Yes.
Brother Humphrey,
Yes.
you are supposed, I'm saying, for you to proclaim honestly,
Yes.
you need to have understanding. Understand that it is God that has done this to you. It is God.
That's why I say, that's what I say always. Men, we are born and we are created by God to proclaim His goodness.
Yes.
Let us not sit down as men when we see things are moving on the wrong side.
Yes.
Even in church, when you see things are moving on the wrong side, don't be on the sides of pushing it to go the wrong side. Stand up as a man, proclaim that no, whatever is happening is not happening in the right way.
Yes.
Stand to correct other people in church so that they can understand whatever they are doing is not supposed to be done this way, it's supposed to be done this way.
But
I
love.
when I always believe that if Adam could speak to Eve, not to have a conversation with the serpent, I think Adam would not find himself
In that problem.
in that
The
problem.
problem, true.
But he failed to warn the wife not to have a conversation with
The serpent.
the serpent.
Yes.
So let us not just sit down and see something moving in the wrong side. Let us stand up as men in the church and correct. We are moving to this word presentation, and this presentation thing.
Before you
because
move,
I'm trying to run
before you move,
because of time.
moderator,
In the presentation,
look here.
we have
Before
so
you move,
many things that
before
are
you move,
affecting men.
no, go to-
That are
shortly,
affecting men.
shortly.
Just before you bring them in church. Now, how do men present themselves? There are men who are married, and they go to church. A man is sitting at that location, and the other man is sitting at that, and the woman and the wife is sitting at that location. Is that in order in church? Are these people not supposed to sit together as a husband and wife?
yes.
Why do we have those
Look
arrangements in
here.
church?
I
that,
like-
that men should sit on the other side
And
and
the women-
women should sit on the other side. And these two people are married.
Look here. Let me answer that. Thank you. I just said, if we start from leading from the house,
Yes.
and coming with your wife and children to church. How do you enter in the church of God and your wife sits the other side and you're sitting the other side? It's wrong. It demonstrates failure in the house. Look here. You are supposed, even when you are sitting, you start by putting a seat for your wife.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
She starts by, hello, my dear, sit down. You see, and when the preacher is preaching, and the preacher uses examples.
Yes.
And they say, I'm going to use, for example, examples of couples. And then, and he finds me, I am sitting here and my wife is sitting there. He cannot use me. You're getting. Yes. But I want it to be like a culture of churches or our church. That when I come with my wife, the ushers know that I will sit somewhere. Eugene comes with his wife, they will sit somewhere. And then it's also a message we are portraying to the youths.
Yes.
Those who are not married. If you get married, when you will be learning from Deacon Wakasiaka. What is Wakasiaka doing with his wife? They come to church together. Mm-hmm. They sit next to each other. And then it also provides some love.
So if we can,
you will look at your wife. Look here. Okay. Wait. Look here, Kidogo. I'm teaching the youth, Kidogo. When you look at your wife, even those who are not married, they will admire it. And you know what? It brings strong bonds between them. Because it puts you together. You are one. When you're enjoined by God, you are one. You're not told to go and sit there and rather than sit the other different. No, you're one thing. So you're supposed to be enjoying together as one.
I believe if I'll interrupt you, I think married couples can only allowed to sit and sit separate if one is taking an errand in church, which cannot allow him or her to sit on the other side of the door. But surely, if you are married,
no. Let me ask you.
Okay, for example, if my wife,
yes,
she's in the praise and worship,
yes,
and maybe the praise and worship team, they have got their place,
yes,
to sit.
Yes.
So you see, if I'm not in praise and worship, do you expect me to come and sit?
No.
Next
This is the question I want to put it to you.
Yes.
If, for example, your wife is in praise and worship, you are supposed to have her seat where you're sitting. Whenever they are called to go and sing, she will stand up and go and sing and come back and sit down there with you. It is supposed to be a culture. It is supposed to be our norm in the church, so that even the youths who are coming up, it will not make them run away from worshiping, praise and worship, because it's like a picture trying to praise that, like the youths who are singing.
They should separate.
Yes,
okay.
It's wrong.
Yes,
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
If your wife is in worship or is maybe serving another team, are you supposed to get her out of the team and sit with her? What is your view?
Wow, this question is very much a little bit tricky. It's very much tricky because you find there are people who do not come to church together. Yes, that is there.
So that is sometimes
Yes. Yeah. There is a foundation. You see, this thing is something that is a foundation that they started in their family, maybe.
Yes.
Or maybe the church, the roles in the church. You find maybe, let's say, for example, the woman here, she has some things to do before she comes to church, and the man here maybe wants to rush very fast and do some things in the church.
Yes.
You will find that difference is going to make them not come together to church.
So do
but maybe let's say, for example, they have their own vehicle there. You will find them come together.
Yes.
In the church.
So yes. we should tell men that whenever you're coming to church, sit together in the church.
It's very hygienic.
Then yes, okay. So
thank you.
Men should understand from there.
It's very good.
Okay. That is a part of.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah.
I want to ask something. I want to ask something, and you know why it is healthy for a man and a wife to sit together. When you come to church one day and find Dad, our pastor, sitting behind. What will run in your mind?
Yeah, something will run in.
Tell me, what will run in your mind?
Because
Yeah?
things are not
Something's
okay.
wrong. But if you find the love they have together, they will. Do you know what? We are learning from them. If my pastor is sitting next to his wife, what of me?
There is a problem. There is a problem that I'm getting from your concern. Huh? There are those men or those families or those men who will come in church. That in church.
And that's not
They should come. They come in church. Is in church. He will not see me, so I'm supposed to be there. But back in their house, their wife. But they are coming without resolving their issues at the home. They are carrying their issues back in the church. So they will not see together. Because now one is an enemy. And that one brings me to another level. Men who introduce wives in church. Please, there is a word that is not good. That this is the we don't naishi na yeye. We do what nakana yeye. Are you neighbors? Are you neighbors under the same roof?
You find that?
Are you neighbors under the same roof?
No.
You see, a man stands up and say, vile tunakaa na yeye, we do what tunakaa na yeye. Are you neighbors?
No.
Men should know.
Let me help you. Let me help you on.
You see,
let me say something on that, Dogo. You know why we are men, most men are failing, and if it's a godly marriage, marriage is a great institution that God loves it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the help we're supposed to give?
Mm-hmm.
It's fellowship.
Oh yes,
it is fellowship. In fellowship, comes in the act of meeting together. The act, those who are with the same cause. For example, like friendship, like me and Eugene. How are we friends? Do we share our problems? If I have a problem, does Eugene pray for me? Do you pray for me? When I have a problem, do I share? And then by molding our marriages to be godly.
Thank you so much. I can see another question streaming in. Yeah. What are the effects of men in church? What are the effects of men in church? Are just coming in church just because you are supposed to fill the seat? Wow. Are you coming in church because a number of men will be taken, your number will be taken?
So, okay.
What are our effect in church as men?
So if we can widen it, if you can widen that question.
What are our effect as
in
men?
The kingdom of God.
Of God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kingdom of God. True. Yes. Okay. The effects. You see, when you are in the church, you as a man.
Yes.
People are supposed to feel your effects.
Yes.
The positive impact
yes.
that you're supposed to do to cause in the church. Because you see, everything is recorded in heaven.
Yes.
And God sent you in that place. You did not just come to that church or to that place to worship God for zero. No.
Yes.
You came there with a purpose. This is a purpose as to why God directed you to that place. So that impact. So that the effects are supposed to be there. The effects are supposed to be there. You are like a tsunami. When a tsunami hits, the effects are there.
Yes.
You see? And the effects are supposed to be fruitful. We are supposed to do what? To show forth our fruits. Not only the leaves, yes. But the fruits are supposed to come, and these fruits are supposed to do what? To feed all the people. People are going to benefit. So when you go there, first of all, we need to have an understanding. As a man in the kingdom of God, I need to have an understanding. Understand that God has sent me. No other person. He has sent me to do what? To be of value in that place.
Amen.
Yeah?
Amen.
And you see, these things, we need to have a revelation. Yes. And that's why you find there are people who are doing whatever they are doing in the church, others are cleaning toilets, others are cleaning, others they come here in the church compound at their own time picking litter, picking whatever and cleaning it.
Yes.
They have a revelation.
Yes.
So we need the effects that we need to have in the church. They are supposed to be born by the revelation between you and God. God has given you a revelation.
Yes.
And now, when you operate through that revelation, is where you are going to cause an effect in the church.
Nice one. Nice one. You have something to say.
I have understand.
Interruption. You look at men. Men were born. Men were created to be leaders in church. And sometimes God can use you, can even bring temptation into your life.
Yes.
So that He can see how faithful you are to Him. You understand?
Yes.
So there are nothing, and when God wants to tempt you, He cannot tempt you beyond what you cannot manage. Some people in church, some men in church, we keep on crying that we cannot provide for our family. There is no jobs. There is no what. You can get connected to the job creator, who is God. Then the moment you are connected to the job creator, then you have the job. Get connected to the job creator, then get one. And once you get it, serve God with it. I like when I read in 1 Corinthians chapter number 10, 13. 1 Corinthians chapter number 10, verse 13. If you can get it on the screen, you can. 1 Corinthians chapter number 10, verse number 13. We want to look at how we have the effect, what our effect as men. Verse number 13. No temptation has overtaken you except such as in common to man. But God is faithful, who will not allow you to be tempted beyond what you are able. But with the temptation will also make the way of escape, what you may be able to bear.
Okay.
Yes, so he will tempt you to what he knows you can bear.
Yes.
So let us understand that we have the effect of men as men in church. And let us not be taken away by small temptations.
Thank you.
Now,
let me just. I've come to understand your question like this, according to what Deacon has explained. What are the fruits? What are the fruits that the church gets from a man being there? What are the fruits that that a church gets when a man is in the church? To the congregation, the whole congregation. What do they get from men in the church? What do we get from them? What are the ladies, the women, the singles, everybody, the youth? What do they get from men who are there?
I remember that.
What they should get from the men who are in church? It's a good example. Do you know what? It is a very good example that they should learn from the men who are in church. Do you know what? If the men, the godly men of God in church, they lead the church in a straight way, in a good way. What will they get from us? It's wisdom. They will learn from what men are doing, the leading roles. The men will be coming and cleaning the church. What fruits do this church get when men are here? There are a lot of things, including even tithing.
And that brings to my
A
question.
lot of development that we're bringing to church. A lot of things. You know, the church will grow big when men are there.
And that brings to my question. Are men, how can men be able to or effectively pastor their families?
Wow.
I think In the first session,
Yes.
we talked of
They should be the first.
of the hierarchy of a family.
And now,
The hierarchy of a family is start from God.
God.
From God, you know, God is our umbrella.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Man, woman, and children.
Yeah.
So if the man is connected to God, Jesus Christ, it will be very easy for him to pastor in his house. But
That's the next one.
look, in that hierarchy, if you miss a man, just imagine if you miss a man there, and then there is Jesus Christ, there is God, Jesus Christ, and then there is woman and children.
The purposes are not going to be accomplished.
Yes, but if the man is attached to God, you've just said if the man is attached to God, then everything will be good in the house. It will be easy for a man to pastor, because I am telling you, we serve a living God.
Deacon Wakasiaka, we have so many women in church and few men. Does it mean all these women in church are not married? And if as men, what effect have we taken to find out if they are married? Where are the husbands? Where are not they coming in church?
Wow.
As men in church, or you just come in church as a man, you fellowship and go home. And you know, maybe this woman is your neighbor. She's married. I've never seen the husband in church. What effect? What can we do?
Wow. I remember this question, we had it last week.
Yes.
It's like we are trying to at least to revisit it again.
Yes.
It started with, we say that we as men in the church, we are supposed to be an example.
True.
We are supposed to be an example to these people. We are supposed to be friends. We are not supposed to show them that we are whatever superheroes in the kingdom of God, so that we are overlooking them, we are seeing them as trash. No, we are supposed to come close to them and speak to them in the way they will understand. Because you see, when you go to that person who is not saved and you start speaking deep things of the kingdom,
yes,
you will find this person will not understand.
In fact,
Just go to them, tell them in a very simple way how the kingdom of God needs them, and you will find these people will be feeling guilty to come and worship. Even if they will not come to this place, but they will look for a place to go and worship God.
Now, there is a one.
Okay. I want to add something on what the question you asked, on what Deacon has said. Let me categorize the kingdom. Not really the kingdom, a church. You know, in church we have children, we have widows, we have married,
single ladies,
we have singles, we have single mothers, and we have single fathers. So when we shall understand that we have so many single mothers in church, we have so many single ladies in church, it will not be hard for us to know the statistics on how to deal with them. Do you know what? It will be very easy. But we should, let's say for example, I have a neighbor who
is a single lady.
Is a single lady, and he comes to church. Do I need to go and ask him where's the father? Where's the husband?
No.
So before, we are supposed to understand generally. Do you know why I'm saying we are supposed to understand generally? What we are lacking, or what we are supposed to do as a church is friendship. Do you know what? Just wait. Do you know what? Are we friends in this church? Are we friends? Are we really friends? Do we call each other? Do we know how the day goes for one another?
Coach, that one brings me to another question. If we are friends, how do we? There's some men in church who pray, you know, not pray God.
I understand.
Yeah?
Yes.
They are praying to those who are need their help.
Yes.
How do we help these people? How do we help these men? Yeah? I mean, Mr. Deacon, I don't know how you understand.
No, I want to understand
that
the word
pray.
What do you mean pray?
To hunt.
To hunt.
That is hunting.
Yeah.
You
Pray
hunt.
of hunting.
You are church, but you are not here for the purpose of serving God. You are here to hunt for a certain lady.
Oh.
Yeah? because maybe she's weak in spirit, or she's in need. She needs your help. So you want to use the weakness. You want to use her weakness.
Let me tackle
to
that.
have her.
Let me tackle that.
Are we having those men in
The
church?
problem is.
Are we having those men in church?
Yes.
Are we having them in church?
Yes.
Are we having them in church?
They are there.
They are there.
But the problem is not the lady, it's you.
Yeah.
Let's start with a man in the middle. The problem is you. How would you go to church and pray on women? How? Seriously? Do you serve God? Look here. What I said is the foundation. If the foundation and the background of your salvation is
this man that is doing that, does he have a woman at home?
No, you didn't categorize.
Yeah.
I don't know if the moderator can. I don't know. Let me say.
This is a man that has a woman in the house.
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah, this is a woman that has a woman in the house. Yeah. Probably.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I want to.
And why is he doing that? Why is he?
The problem is the man.
Why?
Do
is
you
he
know
doing
what?
that?
The problem is the man. The problem is that he's lying to himself that he's saved.
Mm-hmm.
And for sure, let me tell you, any man who's saved, any man who has received Jesus Christ as his Savior, cannot pray on women. We cannot. Let me help the youths here. Let me help them. The youths, how do they date? How do they, those who want to get married, do they fellowship with a lot of women? If for real, the foundation of your salvation started with a good background. Because, for example, if you want to marry, you are supposed to date like 3-4 ladies without having sex with them, just knowing them. That's why I talked of fellowship. And if true you are saved, for example, you are going for a date with a lady. There's a difference between a date and going to have sex. You've taken a lady out. You just want to know her because you've been praying to God that I want to get married.
No, you're talking about youth.
I will come to the question of what he's saying.
Okay.
Just wait.
I want us to go straight to the question.
Just wait.
We are running out of time.
It's okay. I want to finish.
Some questions are
I want to finish.
Yes.
This is the question. You have gone out to date, and for example, you are late at night.
Who is this person? The married person or somebody we should marry?
I will come to the married one. See, the foundation is the salvation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a youth who's dating.
Okay.
Before he becomes a man. Before he comes to a man. For example, you are late. It's around 7. And there's no matatu. Or you have gotten matatu. Or you've decided to walk home. What do you do to them? You as a saved youth. If I talked of if you are really saved, you have received Jesus Christ as your Savior, you will not pray on women. People like themselves.
There are those people, if I interrupt you shortly, there are those men who will come in church when the time of praise and worship is on. Because maybe this person likes the way this lady dances and sings. And observe sometimes, the moment the praise and worship is done, some men will be out of church. So, Deacon Wakasiaka, have you ever experienced that? Some men will walk out of the church when the preaching is about to start. But they were just in church because they wanted to observe something. They wanted to see how she sings.
Are the men, is the man married?
Listen, my friend, I'm saying this, because we can see, according to our time, we are running out of time.
Yeah, we have got only 10 minutes to go.
I'm very much sorry of what I'm about to say.
Yes. I know you're a man of wisdom.
I'm very much sorry of what I'm about to say.
Yes.
But you find that there are ladies who themselves, they come to church, putting on clothes, you see, they present themselves in the manner to show that it's like they are going for something.
Yes.
And you see, men are attracted by seeing.
I know, thank you.
Eh?
From what they see.
They are attracted by whatever they are seeing.
Yes.
And you can just blame a man by being what we call the animal that eats the other one? The predator.
The predator. Yes.
You can just say you can now start blaming a man to be a predator. But you find the way this person is presenting herself, it's not in a good way.
So how do you
because
the predators?
The predator, we need to help this person from this source. Why can these ladies put on the right attire?
Yes.
Because you see, whenever you are whenever you are going to choose whatever you're dressing today, you are supposed to ask yourself, what do I need the other person to notice about me? You see, whenever you're choosing whatever to put on, you ladies, you're supposed to ask yourself, why am I doing this? Why do I want the other person to notice about me? Because you see, you will just come here in the church with such a, and then you turn the mind of that man, and the man starts taking other ones.
Thank you.
And now you are going to cause a lot of predators in the church.
Yes. You know, to stop these predators, it is the women to dress godly.
Oh yes.
You know how to dress godly. Yes. You can't come to church with a miniskirt. Honestly, 1 feet in church. It means we accept you in the church, but we will model you on how to become a good woman in the church. And from their mindset, let's say for the women, when you go to church, do you mean that they are also praying for men? Eh? So it's wrong. So it's like you're saying it's a vice versa. I want to tell men, please, if you have received Jesus Christ,
stand strong.
Stand strong.
Don't fall for
Don't fall for cheap things.
Yes.
Don't.
Even if they will come putting on clothes like this bottle, don't run up and down and saying that maybe No. You're supposed to be firm as a man.
Yes.
We have been speaking about protection.
Yes.
Protect your mind.
Yes.
Again, put on the full armor of
Jesus,
God.
of
That
God.
you will be able to stand against anything that will come.
Yes.
They are coming there to test you. So when you are supposed to stand as a man, put on the full armor of God. Put on the breastplate. Put on the belt. Put on the shoes.
And be prepared
stand
for war.
Prepared for war as a man.
Yes.
Yes. For now, brothers.
The last question is streaming in.
Yeah.
Where some men go in their bathroom to take a shower with their phones?
Oh, that's because of these small fears, because whatever they have done, because you find their unfaithfulness. And you see, that is very wrong. That is very wrong for men, because that is insecurity. That is insecurity, and that is the foundation that this person started creating a foundation of not being faithful, you see? And that is very wrong. And that is what is killing many families. We need to do what? To start afresh, because of unfaithfulness.
Thank you for that.
Men are going with their phones in the bathroom and the toilet.
It is wrong.
Men are sleeping with their phones under the
bed. Look here. Don't even talk of going to the bathroom with their phones. Even the passwords.
And the password. Too many passwords. Everything has got a password.
Look here, bro. It is very wrong. It is very wrong. Any man who goes to bath with his phone, the guy is unfaithful. Let's live with the truth. What is there in your phone to hide from your wife? What is there? If the two of you are one, you are supposed even to share the pin, the ATM pin, the M-Pesa pin. Why should you hide? What are you hiding from your wife?
It is like one time when there's sometimes when I was working somewhere.
Yes.
And I had delivered something for that family.
Yes.
And what I saw really touched my heart. That man told the wife, go and get some money from my wallet. The wallet is on the table. You see? The wallet is on the table. For sure, I saw the wallet on the table. I asked myself, when will I come to the place whereby I will be leaving my wallet on the table and tell my wife, there is money in the wallet, go and get it.
Yes.
You see?
Yes.
This thing, you are supposed to exercise. We're supposed to exercise. And if you are one of the men that are trying to have some conversation with some other ladies outside there, kindly let us stop and let us exercise holiness and let us come back to Christ. And let us come to understanding that these are our people and we need to love them, we need to protect them, we need to secure them.
Yes.
So there's no need of so many passwords on your phones.
No
So
need.
men and women can share.
No
the
need.
married men can share the password.
Let me ask you.
Now,
Moderator.
We have
Moderator.
5 minutes.
Moderator.
I will ask
Just
Mr.
shortly.
Wakasiaka
Yes.
just maybe to give us the closing
Wow.
in a minute
Or two.
Yes.
As men, we need to understand that God has put us in that family with a purpose. There is a purpose. We need to have understanding that God has really put us in that place, and so that God is going to release blessings through us for us to provide. So we need to have a relationship with God. And when we have this close relationship with God, we are going to create an environment which God is going to release blessings in that family. So we need to have understanding. Let us have fellowship and intimacy with God, so that God is going to do what? To use you as a man, as a channel, to do what? To furnish your house with blessings. So men, may we focus unto God, knowing that we are the vessels that God is going to use to release blessings in the house, in the family, not only in that house, and even in the church.
Thank you so much, Mr. Seka.
Amen.
Coaches.
Thank you, Brother Eugene. This is what I want to tell you, men. You know, women were created from us. Women were formed from men. This is our message to all the men. Men, wherever you are listening, men should bring women to church. It's not the other way around. Men should always bring, even if you have a friend who's your friend, wherever you are working, your friends, bring them to God, not the other way around. We should not hide in cabal somewhere and come to church and you cannot even bring even women. There's no problem when you bring a woman to church. So men should come up and stand and bring more men and women to God, but not the other way around.
Thank you so much. Lastly, I'll say, men, you were created to be leaders.
Amen.
You were created and given authority, and please let us learn to exercise the authority.
Amen.
For those men who are still running up and down in a morality way, running after women, running afterward, please trust your woman. Make her look beautiful. Invest in her. Invest a lot in her, so that she can look beautiful. So that you can also admire your own wife. Don't let her look shaggy and you run up and down admiring in other women's outside there. We were born and we were of the lineage and generation of Adam. Let us take what Adam and how he stood. Men will like you. Men will love you. Men will want you. Don't wait for government to give you a job. Create one if not there. Create your own and ask God for wisdom. He will make your job go far. Cheers, men. We love you.
God bless every man.
God bless you.
Thank you so much. Be blessed.